This presentation will focus on one important aspect of engaging your online students, making sure that you, as an online instructor, initiate regular and substantive interaction with your students. This is not only an accreditation issue, it is one of the most important ingredients for success in an online class. First, we need to take a look at the main differences between correspondence education and distance education. Correspondence education is characterized by minimal interaction between instructor and student. If this interaction does occur, it is neither regular nor substantive, and the student primarily initiates it. Correspondence education is typically self-paced. It is not distance education. On the other hand, distance education includes regular and substantive interaction initiated by the instructor. This interaction may be asynchronous or synchronous. For more details about these definitions, refer to the Guide to Evaluating Distance Education and Correspondence Education, published by the ACC-JC. So, we know that regular and substantive interaction is a requirement for a course to be considered a distance education course, according to accreditation standards. But is this the only reason to make sure it occurs? No. It is an important ingredient in engaging our students and helps provide a positive learning environment. Let's hear from a few students. This first one had concerns about obtaining answers to questions, contacting the instructor, and feeling lost in class. However, his concerns were laid to rest when he found he could get answers to his questions and was not lost and left behind. At that point, he felt very comfortable with the online structure. The second student was also a first-time online student. Like the first student, she was afraid of not getting help when it was needed. And also, like the first student, those fears disappeared after the first assignment was returned with detailed feedback from the instructor. Finally, the third student mentions the importance of focus in the learning process and the contribution of instructor presence in creating that focus. Let's talk about some things that you, as an instructor, can do to create an atmosphere of engagement with your students. Even before the class starts, you can start to form relationships by sending a welcome email to your registered students, letting them know how to access the classroom and to set expectations for the course. It may also be a good idea to give an online orientation to your course, especially for those new online students. Including a survey to determine your students' level of comfort with technology will help pinpoint what sort of help they may require. Continually assure them that you are there to help and support them. Throughout the course, make it a practice to answer emails promptly, at least within one business day, and monitor any discussion boards to provide input if needed. Act as a facilitator to keep discussions on course and to stimulate critical thinking. Communicate at least weekly by posting news announcements. And always provide frequent feedback, both individually and corporately. Solicit your students' feedback and comments about the course, and then thank them for it. Thank them also for asking questions and making suggestions. It's almost always necessary to take a softer tone online, given the absence of body language and immediate feedback. Personalize your comments and show your unique personality using audio and video. Specifically, how can you use D2L features and other technology tools to aid in providing frequent interactions and creating an atmosphere of engagement? First, there are some handy communication tools that will aid in initiating interaction with your students. The news feature has already been mentioned. Encourage your students to activate a personal notification whenever new news items have been published. Also, encourage them to forward internal D2L email messages to an external account that they check on a regular basis. Surveys and discussions can be used to take pulse checks throughout the course. You may survey students about their online experience and comfort level with technology. This will help you determine what sort of help they may need. You may also survey them for feedback about instructional methods to find out if they are effective. You can also use discussion forums where students can post general questions and comments, or simply chit-chat with each other. Monitor these general discussion boards to make sure you provide input when necessary. Assessments provide a great opportunity to provide detailed and individual feedback and encouragement for students. When posting grades, provide personalized feedback as much as possible, especially at the beginning of a course. D2L provides the ability to email students who did not submit an assignment. You can use this feature to find out what happened and to encourage them to ask for help. The User Progress tool will provide data about where your students are spending their time and how much time, giving you a snapshot of each student's engagement with the material. There are other tools that can be used to foster engagement as well. For example, CCC Confer is free to all community college instructors and staff. It provides the capability to hold online office hours, webinars, and conference calls. Online sessions may be archived for future viewing, and with advance notice, you can also request that captioning be done. An actual person who attends your online session does this. Also, Teach and Confer, as well as webinar sessions, may be uploaded to the 3C Media repository. Screen capture tools are handy for graphically explaining online navigation. Several free or inexpensive tools are available to use. Jing and Snagit are examples. These screen capture tools can be used to create short tutorials, which are often easier than doing a written explanation. Create a script first to use with your narration, and then that script can be uploaded and used for easy captioning to make your video accessible. In short, student engagement is not only possible in the online environment, it is crucial. And with a little planning and effort, it will create a positive atmosphere of learning and success.